best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway.
Happy birthday, Joe Biden. Now, you may be confused as why are you wishing the guy a happy birthday? Because it is the biggest thing that the administration today is trying to downplay. Joe Biden turns 81 today and is the oldest person to ever serve at the head of the executive branch, and it shows. The Biden administration today, of course, has to acknowledge it. They have to toe the line here. They have to acknowledge that it's his birthday, but they can't make it a big deal. And we'll get there. There's somebody in his administration that is making it as big a deal as she possibly can. But the administration themselves and Joe Biden himself are trying to not remind everybody how old he is. But don't worry, we will do that for you. I would like to play a compilation of clips that show you just how old the man is. Now, again, I don't want to make fun of somebody who is suffering from mental decline. It's a very sad thing that happens to all of us eventually someday, but most of us won't be the president of the United States, the leader of the free world. So because the man is the most powerful person on planet Earth, that's why we have to highlight this stuff, even though it makes us a little uncomfortable to watch and make fun of somebody who's going through something obviously not fun to go through. Watch this. The president of the United States, everyone. Happy birthday, Joe Biden.
Anyway, the best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to, anyway. From Charlotte, another line going from in Florida down to Tampa. Of Putin's kleptocracy, yeah. And Joan Shingang, I'm going to pronounce it right, Shanga, $159 billion left. America is a nation that can be defined in a single word. I was going to put him. The idea that Los Angeles and what am I doing here? For two reasons. One, we haven't been able to communicate it in a way that is, let me say another way. With the nature, not a solid meeting with they make a very good point. Here's the deal. Here's what drives the driver in the states that are affected. Here's what you can do.
Makes me feel uncomfortable. It's weird. I don't like that. I don't like making fun of somebody who's, again, suffering something that eventually will happen to all of us, unfortunately. But also, again, most of us will not be the president of the United States, the leader of the free world, having to make decisions that require your full brain capacity. The thing that makes me the most amused, I guess, by this, again, being sad at the same time, it is sad, but at the same time, you would think the people around you would try and set you up for success. There's that clip in the middle where he was recognizing somebody. It was like Asian American Pacific Islander Recognition Day or whatever. And somebody on his staff thought that it would be a good idea to get him to try and pronounce names that he probably, a fully cognizant person, would have difficulty pronouncing. If you realize that your boss is deteriorating mentally, I would not put difficult pronouncing names on a screen in front of him and expect him to have any sort of success whatsoever. You know who is making a big deal about Joe Biden's 81st birthday is the person who wants to succeed him as the president. Happy birthday from Kamala, 81. Kamala Harris, of course, is not her office, her vice president office, is not going to be quiet about this in any way, shape, or form. They are going to make it abundantly clear that Joe Biden is, in fact, super old. Kamala Harris tweeting from her regular account, wishing happy birthday to President Biden, a leader in strength and courage and compassion for the American people. Also, her official vice president account also tweeting, happy birthday, Joe Biden. And again, I understand that she probably has to say something, but believe me, she really, really wants to also. There is nobody other than, well, Gavin Newsom, Shapiro, the governor in Pennsylvania, and Kamala Harris, maybe even Gretchen Whitmer in Michigan. All of the people that are vying for the Democratic nomination really, really, really want to point out how old Joe Biden is on this, his 81st birthday.